Hey guys, so I just finished watching Grave Encounters, starring Ben Wilkinson as Jerry, Sean Rogerson as Lance Preston, Ashley Grisco as Sarah, Merwin Mondesir as TC, Juan Rydinger as Matt, Bob Rathie as Kenny the caretaker, Fred Keating as Gary, and the wonderful Mackenzie Gray as Houston Gray. Directed by the Vicious Brothers, otherwise known as Colin Minahan and Stuart Ortiz. Now I came into this movie solely on the strength of It Stains the Sands Red, also directed by Colin Minahan. That movie, a simple tale about a woman on the run across the desert being chased by a solitary zombie. It was done so marvelously well and I fell in love with that film. So on the strength of that flick, I decided I wanted to check out what else this guy could do. So I picked up Grave Encounters. I can't believe I've never seen it before. It's been around for a while. It was released in 2011 and it had a very big viral campaign on the internet with the trailer. I think I have seen the trailer previously, but I never bothered to pick up the movie. But now I've watched it and I have to say it was pretty cool. It's one of those found footage movies. Generally, I don't really like found footage movies too much. They're the couple of the big ones, i.e. Cloverfield, Blair Witch Project, Chronicle. They're fine, they are good, but could never really buy the conceit in a found footage movie that somebody would just keep on filming no matter what was happening around them. And it bugged me and I just could never accept it. But at least in this one, the Grave Encounters crew are basically guys making a TV show about paranormal activity. So they have a reason to be filming all the time. It makes sense to filming a TV show. That's why they never put the camera down. So in that conceit, yeah, I could definitely buy it. So the story is about the presenter, Lance Preston, who is onto episode 6 of their TV show, Grave Encounters. They're ghost hunters. They go to different locations and try to capture paranormal activity on film. They haven't had much success, but now they've come to the Collingwood Psychiatric Hospital in Maryland. It used to be an asylum, so yeah, this place is rife for paranormal activity. It's meant to be really, really haunted. And actually the location that they did use is an old hospital, and there has been reports of actual hauntings in the real place. The X-Files and The Watchmen have also used this location as shooting for their films as well and their TV series. So it's a well-known place that film crews like to go and film in. And yeah, it does have a history as to being a little creepy, which does help the actors, from their own words, in this movie pick up on the vibe to get their characters right, because they were genuinely creeped out during the filming of this movie.
Mark.
Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Grave Encounters.
Psychiatric hospitals like this were seen as sort of a dumping ground for embarrassing family members rather than a place that they could go to actually get help.
Many of them were severely disturbed.
So Lance is the host of the show with his crew, Sasha, TC, and Matt.
My crew and I, using the most sophisticated in ghost hunting equipment.
We're in search of definitive proof of spirits that were unsettled in life.
They go into this place with a actor, Mackenzie Gray, who also appeared as Jax in Man of Steel. And he's playing an actor in this one who is in turn playing a medium. So they have that kind of reality of having a psychic person with them on film who is feeling a paranormal vibe. And he's just acting the part.
Is there someone here with us?
What was that?
The guys turn up to this asylum and they're doing interviews with the groundskeeper and another caretaker.
I saw someone right at the end of the hall there.
And he swears that something pushed him off the ladder.
Lock it up real good at night. Come back in the morning. Sometimes this thing's wide open.
And they actually approach a guy who is doing gardening. He's only been there for a week or two to do an interview on camera. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And they say, we just want to get a story about something you've seen. He goes, I've not seen anything. I don't know what you're talking about. So they actually bribed the guy $20 just to get him to say something on camera about seeing a ghost. And it was actually a really funny scene. This guy was incredible. It was good fun and kind of set the tone for the rest of the movie. So these guys, they don't have any scruples in regards to making their entertainment. If they're going to find paranormal activity, great. And if they don't, hell, we'll just make it up. The conceit of this show is really cool. I know that these kind of ghost hunting shows were pretty popular there for a while. I never really dived into any of them. To be honest, I'm a bit of a wuss when it comes to ghost stories. I can sit there and watch my zombie films and my vampire movies and my werewolf movies, but when it comes to ghost stories, something about it really kind of just creeps me the hell out because, one, I think it could be slightly grounded in reality. I mean, the world is a big place. The universe is huge. Who's to say what's on the other side? And, this kind of supernatural stuff to me could possibly happen. So to have that kind of reality about it kind of does creep me the hell out. I've been in a haunted house. I have experienced some kind of weird shit in regards to Ouija boards and having a seance. So, yeah, honestly, the stuff does really creep me out. Right now, I'm looking in my lens to make sure that nothing's creeping up behind me.
Did you get that?
Just checking. Yeah, ghost stories, when they're done well in movie form and books and TV series, they'll get me. So this movie I found to be really entertaining in that regards. It was one of the better found footage films. They really set the vibe. The guys, the Vicious Brothers, did everything pretty much themselves. The camera work, the editing, the special effects. So these guys are really on my radar as one to watch. I think they're fantastic filmmakers. This Extraterrestrial, which came out a little while ago, I've seen recently as well. Really good flick. And It Stains the Sands of Red. So far it's 3 for 3 for me with these guys. They're really, really nailing it, and I love what they do. I love their style.
Hey, who are you? How come you're in here?
So yeah, this film was a lot of fun. We get a lot of, the performances are good from everyone across the board. Sean Rogerson as Lance is really cool as playing that smarmy MTV style TV host, but also bringing it home when things go really awry and he's got to turn the horror up a few notches. The guy's really good at that.
What? There's something over there. Where are you?
Yeah, he was convincing. And another shout out to Juan Reidinger again. He played Smalls the zombie in It Stains the Sands Red. He did a phenomenal performance in that. Yeah, he was just a zombie and he didn't have a lot to do in regards to vocalization, but his performance and the way he moved and the menace that he brought to the role of a zombie chasing this poor woman across the desert was amazing. And here he really kind of got to deliver some really good acting chops. It was good to hear him talk. Yeah, he did a really good job too. He was one of the first guys to kind of vanish in this film, and when he reappears again, yeah, he's totally different character. Pretty cool. It was a good job by everyone involved. So Grave Encounters was quite a surprise. I wasn't expecting a lot from it. Like I said, I've never really been a big fan of the found footage movies, so putting it on, I was a little bit trepidatious about what I could get out of the film in regards to enjoyment. But yeah, it told a good story. And like I said, the conceit of the guys actually making a TV show, so they needed a camera. It gave the finished product a bit more of a, I know it was supposed to be an amateur film crew, but they did have that professional polish about them, about, people making a show. So it wasn't just random amateur people running around with the camera, zigzagging and shaky cam and all that shit. So yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was. Actually did get a few scares out of it as well. There's a couple scenes where you kind of had the ghostly apparitions appear and turn their faces, and then their faces just, they morph into something really truly terrifying. But like I said, a good ghost story will kind of get under my skin anyway, so I was already kind of a little bit on edge. I did get a few tingles. So yeah, not usually scared by scary movies, but I was definitely creeped out. Like the Paranormal Activity franchise, the first one kind of got me, but every subsequent movie after that, at least with Grave Encounters, we see the ghosts. We have some apparitions. It's not just all about things falling and jumping and invisible sheets being pulled off the bed. So it was cool. So anyway, I would give Grave Encounters a solid 7 out of 10. It entertained me. It was fun. Had a few good scares. The performances were good, and the shaky cam was definitely kept to a minimum. But there is some shaky cam. So if you're shaky cam adverse, just be prepared. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking into my channel. Once again, don't forget to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Want to grow this channel? Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys about these movies, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.